What's good, everybody? Marty here. Thank you for joining me for today's ankle mobility and strength drills for today, where I'll be running through what you can do to get them stronger and more mobile. This is great for if you've injured your ankles or sprained an ankle at all, or your ankles in the past. It's even great for giving you better ranges, for example, in your squat, your jumps, whatnot. Always great to work on these, so please join me. Grab some blocks if you have them. If not, you can stack a bunch of books together. Have a wall nearby if you need a little bit of a balance to help you stay upright, as we'll be doing some balancing work here, or a dowel to keep you upright. Let's get started. I'll have my right leg up as high as I can, standing up tall, balancing on my left foot. From here, bring your right leg up as high as you can. This is where you may need a wall to keep your balance. From here, point your big toe down, bring it in, and make a big circle here at your greatest, safest range. Let me face you to the front so you can see me from here. Standing up tall, 10 big circles. Just bring your left knee up to as high as you can. Here's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We go the other way. 10 big circles. Slow and controlled for 3, for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, you'll find your hips are working there. That's what we want. Left leg comes up now. Same thing. Standing up nice and tall. Your right foot will be doing some work to keep you balanced. Point your left big toe, bring it in. And big circle, bring it out for 1. Slow and controlled for 2. Greatest, safest range for 3, for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We go the other way. 1, 2, slow and controlled for 3, for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, kick your legs out a little bit. Just shake them out, shake the pressure out. Grab your blocks if you got them. If not, we'll just use the ground. If you don't have the blocks, all we want to do, keep our feet at about hip width distance apart. Big toes kind of like pointing forward rather than pointing in. Big toes pointing forward. So from this side, pressing all your weight onto the big toe, lifting up your heels, knees straight. We slowly come down. We're doing 20 of those. If you got your blocks, go grab them. Big toes onto the block. You can have your hand by the wall to keep you a little bit more balanced. Pressing your weight onto your big toe, heels come up. High as you can, slowly lower. Let's do 20 of these. Here's 1. Bring the heels as low as you can for 2. For 3. 4. 5. At your own pace for 6, because we're doing 20. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Really pressing the big toe into the block. Is that 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, standing up tall. 17, 18, 19, and 20. I'm sure your calves are really working there. Now that we've done that, we've got to reverse it and go from the front. So I'll have my back up against the wall. The further forward your feet are from the wall, the more easier this is going to be. We're going with some tib rises here, keeping your knees straight. Pull your big toe towards your knees, and we slowly lower them back down. Now, if you're finding this one a little bit too difficult, you can't get your big toes up, you can just come down to the ground There's no weight here. Point your toes, pull your big toes as far as you can towards your shins, and point them forward for 20 of those. Off you go. Let's go with 20. Got my back onto the wall. I'll face you from the front here. Pulling the big toe towards my shins. Slowly lower. Here's 2. For 3. 4. I'm holding a little bit at the top. For 6. For 7. For 8. 9. 10. Come on, do your best. 20 of these. 11. 12. Hold the top. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. Last one here for 20. Perfect. Let's get back down onto the ground. Sitting onto our heels, toes pointed in this kneeling position. Now, I know some of you who have had knee injuries in the past, you'd be a little bit hesitant to be in this position here. And if that's you, roll up a towel and put it behind your hamstring and your calf and slowly sit down to make it a little bit more comfortable for you. You might need some blocks to kind of keep you upright in that position. Now, from here, sitting onto our heels, toes pointed, hands forward, weight over your hands. We're going to bring our hips up, keeping the toes pointed, obviously, slowly coming down. We're doing 10 of those. Now, if that's a little bit too difficult for you, let me face you from the front. All you want to do is shift your weight to one side, lift one knee up, bring it down, over to the other side, lift that knee up, keeping those toes pointed, bring it down. If you're going to do that way, do 10 on each side. Otherwise, off we go for 20. Here we come. Hips come up for 1. Slowly lower with control. For 2, 3, for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, sitting on your heels. For 9, and for 10. Perfect. Slowly coming back down. All right. Let's come back up to standing. Want our hips just a little bit wider than hip width distance apart. You can keep them closer if it's going to make it easier for you. Now, if you've had knee injuries in the past, just go to your greatest, safest range. From here, toes pointing forward, we're going to collapse into the arches of our feet. Our knees are going to come in, push forward, and you'll notice the outside edges of my foot have come off the ground. We push them forward, and once you've reached your greatest range, press your knees out, whole foot comes down as you come back up. Like I said, if you had any knee injuries before, all we do is come in to your greatest, safest range, even if it's there, press your feet out, press your knees out. We go with 10 of those. Okay, off you go, pick your range and how far you can go. 10 of these. Collapsing into the arches of my foot, knees come in, driving them forward, press them out, back up to standing. Here's 2. We're doing 10 of these. Keeping upright, driving the knees forward for 3. 4, out, for 5, 6, let me face you from the side or diagonally, 7, 8, here's 9, here is 10. All right, next one. We're going to be on the outside edges of our feet and the soles of our feet are going to meet. Now, if that is a little bit too much for you, all I want you to do is starting from one foot first, you turn onto the outside edge of your foot. We're pressing the knee out and standing back up. We do 10 of those and bring the foot back in, So here we go. We press the foot out on the outside edge of our foot. We come back up to standing. We will do, like I said, 10 on each side. Okay, here we go. We bring our feet together. And from here, only go as far as you can go. Keep your chest upright and come down to as low as you can go. And Squeezing your glutes, coming back up to standing. Only to as far as you can go. If you can go all the way down, you may need to lean forward a little bit to come all the way down. A little challenge for you if you can. We slowly lower. Come all the way to seated if you can. You reach your hands forward to come up. Whoop, and up we get. You may need to use your block as well to give you, or to give your bottom, a little bit of a marker to how far you can go. Pick how you will be doing this. Off you go, 10 all up. And down I come. For a 1, I'm going to keep my back as upright as I can. Knees are driving out. Slowly coming down with your greatest, safest range. For 2. For 3. For 4. Keeping your balance. This is where I say you might need a wall or some dowels to keep you upright. For 5. 6. For 7. And here is, oh sorry, we need 10 of these. Keep as balanced as you can. For 9. Last one. For 10. All right, great work everyone. Now, I usually like to use these ones as a warm-up before I do any of my lower body strength work. Let us know how you go, and sorry, if you were gonna do that as your warm-up, I would do another round or 2 before I start going into my lower body warm-up. Give your legs a bit of a shake after you've done that. Let me know how you go in the comments section below. Thanks again, and we will see you soon.